Hey, welcome back to the next tutorial. This time I will be showing the shading process of everything, how I created some volumetric lighting and the lighting in general to get the mood right and all of that stuff. First of all, I want to hide this ball that is visible where the particles are coming from. That is something you can do in the particle settings. Down here under the random tab you can under the viewport display tab, you can uncheck the show emitter tab, so only the particles are showing. If you want to hide the lamp or empty and wind zones symbols, you can just click that button here, and now it's literally just our scene. So, let's start with the volumetric lighting first. Let's add the cube, scale it up so it includes everything in our scene. Maybe something like that. And what I will do now is I will go to the Object Properties tab, and under Viewport Display I will show it as a wireframe so we can see what's inside it. And with the cube selected, let's create a new material, call it Volumetric. Let's go into the Shading tab and turn on Shaded View, and also I will turn off the overlays so you can see what's going on. I will remove the principled BSDF and instead I will add a principled volume shader, connect that to the volume input of the material output, and everything should turn gray because the density is at 1, which is super high. Let's tone it down step by step. Maybe 0.02. Alright, and I will play around with the anisotropy just to see what it does, how it looks. And also what I would do, I will rotate the sun in a way that looks cool. Maybe more like this. And yeah, I'm literally just playing around with the settings again. Maybe something like that, and actually we maybe can even give it a little bit of a different color. Just to see how that looks. Actually, a little bit of orange could look pretty cool. Let's change the background color maybe to something different. Actually, I think the blue isn't that bad. And yeah, I guess what I also want to add is a little background plane with a Jesus every time with a gradient on it. Just as some kind of backdrop, really. And for that I will create a new texture in Photoshop that can actually be super small. And let's create a new layer. I just add a random color because I want to use the gradient function. So down here I want some kind of blue color, and up here some kind of orange color. Let's see how it looks. I will save it as a JPEG this time, just because I don't need any alpha channel. Let's move the backdrop to the back. And I created a new material for it. Background. And now let's connect our created texture with the base color. Maybe something like that. And with that, I basically want to fake some kind of color coming from up here. And I will try to use the emission here, and just to see how that looks. Let's go to 0. Slowly up the strength. I will do a little test render here. I think that looks nice already. One thing that's a little bit annoying, or at least it stands out, is the grass color here. So what I will do, I will select some of the grass, go into the shading, and we'll change I think the saturation is just a little too high. And maybe a tiny bit of a darker grass. Maybe something like that. And the falling leaves back here, the VFX that we added, I think they are a bit too dark because they are basically just not visible back here. So what I will do is I will select the leaf that we used for exactly that purpose, and I will make its material a unique one. Just call it maybe particle leaf, and I will go into this view, add a little timeline here, and now I will focus on the leaves back here and see how I can make them more visible to the viewer. I think just decreasing the shadow color here a bit helps already. A little thing that just came to my mind is I will actually remove some of the highlights down here on the grass, because I feel like I'm talking about the orange highlights, because I feel like they are stealing the show a little bit from the tree. So what I will do is I will go into the shading tab and try to remove it all together. How does that look? Oops, that was one too much. I think I like that a little bit more. Just to have some more stuff going on, you know. I will do that for the grass pick as well. Yeah, I like that more. So what I will do now is I will re-render out the individual images as an image sequence here. And then we will hop back into DaVinci Resolve and do some final color grading over there. So see you in a bit. Alright, welcome back. We are now in DaVinci and we'll do some color grading. I will start with adding some brightness and contrast into the whole thing by connecting the node here. I will up the contrast and just again play around with the settings, see what looks cool. Maybe something like that. Then I will add some hue curves. And I will literally just play around, see what looks nice. Let's just play around with the luminance. And I will add a color corrector node just to see what I can do with that. And yeah, you're free to change, of course, the settings like you want to. That's just personal preferences. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that look. And yeah, now let's again render out this video. I think the settings are still the same as before. I'm choosing the MP4 format with the H.264 codec. And then I will just add that to the render queue, replace the existing file, and render out. And here we have our final pixel art video. I hope you could find this tutorial helpful, and thank you for sticking around and watching the other tutorials. I will hopefully see you in either some more tutorial videos soon, or yeah, something different I will upload. Let's see what the future brings, and if I have time to do YouTube stuff actually. Alright, see you soon.